time? Oh, 12:30 on dot. Welcome everybody. My name is Lawrence. Here to guide us through this lunchtime Vinyasa practice. So we may need blocks today. So if you have anything available that looks like a block, you can use it today. Just come to a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you, and start to just draw your awareness inward, finding this inner stillness, this inner calm. Maybe lowering your gaze, closing the eyes, tuning in to what's happening inside the body. This situation, the pandemic, the stay-at-home orders, physically distant approach to life, showing us that we don't have control over things as we think we do. It even actually forces us to confront those things and look at it and say, we have to release control. I don't have control over all these things I thought I had control over, right? I've been battling this for like the past week. How much I'm controlling, what I put my energy into, and find myself draining myself when I do this. When I am trying to control everything, when I'm trying to produce and everything, put everything into everything except myself. And honestly, the only thing I can control is myself. My reaction to things, I'm working to control my emotions, what I do, who I speak with, how I interact with things. There's power there. Sometimes we lose and forget that. As I'm taking more stock in the stillness of being calm and relinquishing control, my priorities are shifting. I am finding that there are certain things that I need to protect, certain things that I need to do in order to stay healthy. Case in point, I need to get off the phone at night, right? Stop looking at Twitter or social media, getting all these updates, take CNN off the phone. It's too much for me. I have to develop a routine in the morning. I don't try to think about the rest of the day. Just come up, wake up, easy, gentle, take a few deep breaths, maybe move a little bit, eat before I even think about doing work. Each of us has this time now to start to think about what we can do to protect ourselves in this information age when everything is coming at us at light speed, it feels like. We're not meant to process as much information. A lot of information is superfluous. It doesn't serve us, you know? Do I really need to know the numbers every day? No, I don't. It's not my job to know. Certain other things, I don't need to see these certain things or know these things. So this practice dedicates to the energy of tuning inward and seeing what's most important to us and how we can protect those things. As you see, the world is filled with chaos, a tsunami of it. Can we find shelter in the storm internally to protect the things that are most valuable to us? Take a moment here to perhaps set an intention for your practice. May this protect yourself, protect your loved ones. Seeing protection as this expression of love and compassion for self or for others. We'll begin today's practice with one round of Om. Exhale everything out. Inhale to Om. Gently coming forward to all fours, tabletop position, knees stacked on the hips, wrists stacked on the shoulders. Starting here with your cat-cow, bringing awareness with the breath help ignite the body. Water somewhere, I can't find it. Okay, well, water today. And then inhale, bringing chest forward and up. Gaze toward the third eye. Exhale, round the spine, pull the belly in, look toward the navel. Inhale, feel the chest come forward. We're synchronizing breath and movement here. Exhale, round, coiling up. Inhale. Exhale. Back to tabletop position. Take the right arm out and up on the breath in. Exhale, thread through the side body, bringing that right shoulder blade down to the mat. Take the left palm in front of elbow crease, press down and stack the shoulders. Here in this threading the needle, twisting here, noticing what's happening in relation to the spine. Maybe stay, or left leg comes out to meet right hand to side of the mat. And maybe even the top hand comes around the back, taking the inside of the thigh, pulling the left shoulder open. Gently releasing, coming back to tabletop. We'll take other side, inhale, left arm swings out and up. Exhale, thread through the side body. Bringing that left shoulder down if you can. Right hand in front of the elbow crease. Press down and stack the shoulders here. Twist them. Choose to stay or right leg out to meet left hand side of the mat. Press down to lift. Maybe top hand comes behind the back. There's an opening up here. Releasing back to tabletop. Coming down. Then bring your feet together, knees apart, and come back to child's pose here. So we have this wide-legged child's pose. Let the glutes sit on top of the heels, reaching arms forward. Forehead may come to hover or rest on the mat. Then slowly walk the hands back slightly. Curl the toes on as you lift the hips. And you're going to roll over to come to the ball of the feet. Keeping those knees apart. Reach the hands out here. This is modified squat. Sitting down through the hips. Reaching out through the arms. Oppositional force here. Breath in here. Then on the exhale, slowly lift the hips, straighten out the legs, and come into this plank. Your shoulders may overshoot your wrists. It's okay here. Inhale slowly, draw back, down, bending knees, glutes reach to the top of the heels. Inhale here, exhale, lift. Come forward to plank. Inhale, lift. Down, back. Exhale, forward with control. Inhale, back, bend the knees, sit into the seat. Two more like this. Yeah, exhale, coming up. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Then just lift the hips for your downward facing dog. You can bring the feet a little bit apart, about hips distance. Find yourself pressing firmly into the palms, specifically the forefinger and the thumb. Then slowly walk the feet to the top of the mat. Bring them about mat's distance and come to standing. I'll face the side of the mat so you can see. So we're here. Feet kind of turn out. We move this malasana wave, this moving meditation to help us center ourselves, create protection, right? So first look at the arm movement. Inhale, arm circle out and up. Top of the inhale, fingertips touch. Then exhale, bring those palms together, coming down the center line. Then come to release, make it hips level. Take another one, inhale, lift. Up. Reach. Top of the inhale. Exhale. Empty out. Come down. Now this time we're going to add the hips to a full body experience. Lifting up. Breath in. Exhale slowly. Sit into the hips. Malasana. Hips draw down. Following the breath. Here. Bottom of the exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, lift the hips, coiling up, rising. So you're moving with the breath here, creating this space of protection around you. Exhale. Find a sacredness in this movement, protecting that which is most important to you. Inhale. Up. Again, lifting. Maybe close your eyes and just move with the breath. Imagining each exhale, pulling those things that are valuable to you closer, internally here. Inhale, you're gathering, creating space, protecting yourself. No one can come into this space except who you allow, what you allow. Repeating this pattern so we can strengthen our resolve, create these boundaries. One more like this. Inhale, circling up and out. Exhale. This time, coming to rest in your malasana, taking the elbows to the knees, pressing them away while the knees press in. Palms reach toward the chest as it lifts. Letting your tailbone sink down. Gently releasing, lifting halfway. Step it back to downward facing dog. Here. Inhale, right leg lifts, down dog splits. Exhale, bring that foot between the hands, low crescent lunge. Inhale, root to rise, reaching up. Exhale, wide W, open up the heart space. Elbows come together as shoulders come together, elbows bend, reaching down. Two more like this, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Coming forward, both hands on the inside of the foot. Now maybe walk this right foot forward a little bit. Coming down. Curl the back toes under. Your choice, you can stay on the palms or come to fingertips here, or even go a little deeper, reach the right arm forward and wrap the forearm or shoulder, upper arm in front of the knee. So your armpits in front of the knee is second variation. Inhale, lift the hips slightly, straighten out the front leg, coiling up. Exhale, forward, down, press out to the back heel to keep that thigh firm. Chest reaches toward the ground, elbows bend. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Gently release, inhale, lifting. Stepping the right foot back. Traction forward, high plank. Elbows wrap in. Drop the knees if you need to the first time. Coming down all the way. Top of the feet to the earth, inhale, lift, cobra or up dog. In the up dog, thighs lift. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Taking other side, inhale, left leg lifts. Down dog splits. Exhale, step foot between the hands. Back knee down. Inhale, root to rise. Position yourself so that the hips become square, pinkies wrapped in. Breath in. Exhale. Wide W, elbows bend, shoulders come together. Pulling back and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Then come forward, both hands on the inside of the left foot. Walk it forward to keep the ankle stacked over the knee. Curl the back toes under. Your choice staying here on the inside or reach around. Wide base here. Inhale, coil up. Exhale, forward, down, elbows bent. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lifting, slide the left foot back. Move through your vinyasa with integrity, keeping the core engaged as you come to your high plank. Elbows wrap in, down all the way, or to hover and lift, cobra or up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. So the same sequence, move a little quicker here, just one repetition. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step foot between the hands. Back knee down. Inhale, lift. Rising here. Exhale, move right into it. Wide open W here. Open the chest. Fold forward, coming down. Curl the back toes under. Lift the knee. Stay or reach around. Breath in. Coil up. Let's take 2 of these. Exhale. We work on his inner thigh. Down. Inhale up. Exhale. Lifting, step it back, move through your vinyasa. Last time, last side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step foot between the hands. Back knee down. Inhale, root to rise, lift. Exhale. Coming down and forward, curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Breath in, coil up. Exhale. If you're in that second variation, make sure that elbow stays in front of the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift, slide left foot back. And then slowly just bring both feet to the top of the mat. Probably could do that differently. Bring your feet max distance and come to sit in your seat for Malasana yogi squat. So we're here, maybe sit in the block, give you a little more stability. Be for a little bit. So take the right hand down. Maybe it presses into the ground or maybe it just hovers. We're looking for this elbow to press in your way and shoulder roll down the back. Take the left fingertip to the top of the right wrist. Inhale, drawing up the arm through the chest, lifting, open twist here, big arms. Exhale, down. Inhale, drawing up, lift. Exhale. One more like this. This time to hold. Open up here. Feel that oppositional force. Right hand pushing down, left hand pushing back. Open the heart space here. Gently release. Come back to the center. Take another side. Left hand down touches or hovers. Right fingertips on top of the wrist. Inhale. Draw up. Exhale. Imagine a bird wing here. Lifting. Coming apart. And exhale. Drawing back. Last one to hold. Inhale, lift. Maybe gaze at the right palm as that right pectoral reaches up. Gently release. Hand to the earth. Lift the hips. Step it back. Move through your vinyasa. We're taking this next part of our sequence in a mandala formation. So what we do at the front of the mat is what we do at the back of the mat. Inhale, Right leg lifts, down dog splits. Exhale, step, foot between the hands. Back heel down, warrior one base. So maybe to walk that right foot over 1 inch. Inhale, lifting, maybe chest comes up first. Situate yourself down, then arms rise. We're taking one movement. Press into the back heel on the outer side edge of the foot, squaring off the shoulders, bend the front knee. Inhale here. Palms turn out, exhale, giant circle down. Right elbow hooks underneath left, so creating a protectionist bind in Dvijasana. If the palms don't touch, just bring the hands to the top of the shoulders. Inhale, lifting chest. Exhale, fold forward, humbly bowing down. Pulling the outer right hip in line with the center of the body and reaching out through the crown of the head. Gently release the palms, coming to face the side of the mat. Inhale, rise. Turn the toes out, heels in, the knees bend for your goddess. Using the whole foot here, pressing knees out, sitting down, chest stacked over hips. Breath in, arms come in front, elbows bend. Pull this veil away, releasing our control. Elbows come behind the ears. Then exhale, wide, dope W arms. Inhale here. Exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale. Coming forward, straighten out the legs, then face the back of the mat, pivoting left toes to face that side. Set up your warrior one base here. You might not be able to see me, but you'll follow the sound of our voice. Warrior one base. Breath in. Arms reach up. Bend the left knee. Press out to the outside edge of the right foot. Pinkies wrapped in. Palms turn out, exhale, giant circle down. This time, left elbow hooks underneath the right. Dvijasana bind. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coil in, fold forward. Make sure you're not rounding the spine here. Press out. To the center of the chest. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Hands frame the left foot. Take your vinyasa facing the back of the mat. Same thing, same side. Inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, step, foot between the hands. So you find this warrior's protector. Inhale, rising up. Still facing the back of the mat. We'll come back around. Palms turn out, exhale, giant circle. Right elbow hooks underneath left. Breath in, lifting elbows toward the ceiling, pulling left shoulder forward. Exhale, fold forward, humble the warrior. Releasing hands to the mat, facing the left side. Toes turn out, heels turn out, rise to standing. Maybe shorten your stance if you need to. Exhale, bend the knees for goddess. Inhale, elbows bend, pulling over that veil. We are releasing our control. Exhale, finding beauty in what's most important to us. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale. Last one, inhale up. Exhale. Fold forward, send the hips back, straighten out the legs and walk to the front of the mat, framing the left foot. Breath in, warrior one. Now you're back at the front. More familiar territory, right? Bringing chest forward to the hips. Palms turn out, exhale, giant circle down. Left elbow hooks in front of right. Breath in, lift. Exhale, fold forward, bow. Release hands, frame the front foot, step it back. Move through your vinyasa. We'll take the same thing, moving around the mat on the left side. One breath, one movement. Find this dance between breath and the postures. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step foot between the hands. Every breath is a movement. Breath in, lift. So it's no pause. Exhale, giant circle down. Left elbow hooks over the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull it in, fold forward. Come around the side of the mat, release the hands. Breath in, rising toes, turn out, heels, turn in. Exhale, down. Just one, inhale, lifting, elbows bent behind the ears. Exhale, open, fold forward, straighten the legs, face the back of the mat. Warrior one, breath in, lift. Warrior protection, exhale, open. Guarding what's most important to us here in this Gordasana bind. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Releasing hands, frame the foot, step it back, move through your vinyasa. Last time. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step, foot between the hands. Back heel down. Releasing, rising up. Exhale, open. You got it. Left elbow hooks underneath right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, coil in, fold forward. Releasing hands, frame, coming around to the side of the mat. Toes turn out, rising to stand, breath in. Exhale, sit in your seat. Inhale, elbows bend, pulling them behind the ears. Exhale. Down, straight out the legs, face the front of the mat. Warrior one base, last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, wide W. Right elbow underneath left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Release hands, frame the front foot, step it back, move through your vinyasa. Going back to your downward facing dog, take a standing sequence here. Right leg lifts, down dog splits. Exhale, step foot between the hands. Shorten your stance, pyramid base. So feet about 3 to 3.5 feet apart. Rise to standing. Square off the hips after you take your feet position. So right toes pointed forward, left toes at 30 or 45 degree angle here. Press to the heels, lift the toes. Breath in, arms rise. Exhale, shift the hips back as you fold forward, coming down. Hands reach the blocks, ground, or they hover, making sure the chest does not round here. Lifting, feel this extension or this flexion in the spine from the sacral base through the crown of the head. Straighten out the front leg as much as accessible without locking the knee. So if you have tighter hips, maybe you bend the knee a little bit here. It's totally fine. Just don't come to this too far. So a slight bit of the knee helps to release the hamstring insertion, go a little bit, get a little relief. Then slowly shift the weight to the right leg, lifting the left leg up, standing splits. Breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe right hand comes behind the calf, pulling chest closer as you lift that back leg. Maybe play on balance and both hands come behind the calf, making sure those back toes are turned down to the angle of the hip. And then slowly bringing left foot to the top of the mat, feet mat distance apart. Come to a half squat here. So just hips draw back. You're going to hook the shoulders behind the knee. So basically taking the shoulder behind this knee. The space between the forefinger and thumb hooks behind the heel. So you're here. Letting the hips draw down. Inhale. You're going to straighten out the legs, bringing that pressure between the calf and the upper arm as the head tries to reach between the legs for your standing tortoise. Exhale. Slowly let the hips draw down. Inhale. Straighten out the legs, feel that pressure between those two parts of the body. Exhale. One more, inhale up. Exhale. Coming to release the shoulders. This time taking right hand down, left arm reaches up here. Open. Choose to stay. Half bind, the left hand comes behind the back. Full bind. This front forearm inverts and comes to the outside of the shin, and fingertips come to collect to the back of the thigh for your bind here. Feel yourself pulling the left hand down over the shoulder. Then releasing. Taking hands to the mat, inhale, lifting hips. Feet can walk back to about hips distance. And take a giant step back with the left foot. Set up for your warrior two, drawing a line from the front heel to the back arch. Windmill arms up. Coming here. Feel the shoulders roll down the back as you reach out through the palms and fingertips. This front knee wants to stay stacked over the ankle, pressing as firm as the back edge of the foot to lift the arch. Inhale here. Next, inhale, take the left hand behind the back, reaching up, revolve warrior, keep the right knee bent. Exhale, extend the side angle, elbow to the inside thigh, pressing pelvis forward, shoulders slightly draw back, then circle, left hand across the horizon here. Long leg extension, so make sure you're not collapsing the chest to get this line, lifting, stack the shoulders. The hips may be screaming at you, that's okay. Just make sure that's evenly weight distribution, so you're pressing that back heel just as much as you press into the front. Inhale here, stay, or half bind, lift, full bind, hand inverts underneath the thigh, and come into lift here. Keep that front knee bent, pulling chest up. Whether you have the bind or not, everyone turning, pivoting toes to the left side of the mat for your forward fold, straddle, forward fold, twisting straddle. So if you have the bind, you're here. If you don't have the bind, take the right hand down, 8 centimeters in front of you, shift the weight forward and lift. Twisting here. If you have the bind, coming up. Then everyone releasing, taking the hands to the inside arch of the feet. Make sure the heels are in line with each other. Slowly coming down to release. In this position, you can feel the things you cannot control just come out of the head. You can't control them. You are moving things out. Maybe you come deeper, elbows wrap in toward the chest. Feel the shoulders pull away from the ears here. And slowly halfway lift. Walk the hands toward the front of the mat. Pivot the back heel up. Descend the knee, your low lunge shape here. Inhale, root to rise. Coming up. Maybe if you need to, pat out a blanket or roll something underneath that knee. Maybe the mat rolls under here. And gently releasing. Take both hands to the inside of the foot. Walk that left foot up once again, right foot up, sorry. Stacking a heel under the knee. You're coming down. We're working to bring those toes to work forward, but some of us, like myself, may have tighter hips, so maybe that foot slightly turns a little bit, no more than 15 degrees over to the right. Options here, you can stay on the palms, maybe sit on the forearms, only if both forearms are evenly placed on the mat, or a little more fire, either of those positions with the back knee lifted. As you're here, don't let that right knee just come out. Try to pull that knee in line with the body. Strengthen the core, lifting a Mula Bandha. Gently release the knee if you have it lifted. Shifting the weight back so the left hip stacks over the knee. And walk that right heel toward the center, in line with the hip. Straighten out here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Now if you need blocks here, maybe take blocks to lift the chest and maybe stay here. Work on the posterior chain of this front leg. Slightly bend the knee if you need to. Everyone press down to the ground, pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. Gently releasing, bend the front knee, slide it back. Maybe take a little extended tabletop here. Maybe just move straight into your Vinyasa, down dog, child's pose. Listen to your body, protect it. See what you need. And you're ready, coming back to downward facing dog, maybe just noticing the difference in the size of the body. Take another side, inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step foot between the hands. Shorten your stance, right foot walks up 3 to 3.5 feet, maybe even 4 feet if you're tall like me. Coming up, hands to hips, pressing the heels, lift the toes, square the hips here. Breath in, arms rise. Exhale, pull belly in, shift the hips back, coming down all the way. Fingertips to the mat, to blocks, maybe they hover. Feel that chest lift over the belly. Straight on the front leg as much as accessible without locking the knee. Knowing that you can protect yourself a little bit more. If you need to bend the knee, bend it. Things you can't control, perhaps, are these postures and the form of them, right? See the yoga journal and everyone's perfect and have these lines, but sometimes our body doesn't allow for us to do that. And it's perfectly fine. More so about the function of each posture than the form. So maybe release some control over that. You don't look like me. You don't like what's on Yoga Journal or, I don't know, any other yoga publication. But it was what's right in your body. Shift the weight to the left leg, lifting the right. Standing splits. Working to turn the hip down, turn the toes down also. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, bring the chest closer toward the thigh. Bend the standing leg. Maybe one hand comes behind the calf. Maybe two. Or maybe both hands stay where they are. Then releasing. Bring right foot to the top of the mat, feet max distance. Come to that rugby squat or half squat. Let the hips draw back slightly, hooking the shoulders behind the knee. That space between the forefinger and thumb behind the heel. Inhale, slowly lifting, standing toward us, letting the head reach between the legs. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale. You can release, taking the left hand down, right arm reaches up, open here. Stay, half bind, right hand behind the back to the inside of the left thigh, full bind, that hand inverts, front arm inverts, hands take the outside of the thigh, pulling the hand back to lift the right shoulder. One more breath here. Releasing, hands to the earth, lifting hips. Walk those feet a little closer together. Then giant step back with the right foot. Warrior two base. Drawing a line from the heel to the arch. Turn them, the back toes in slightly and windmill the arms up when you're ready. Settle in to this fierce warrior, this protector. Right hand behind the back. Inhale, revolve warrior, reach up. Exhale, extend the side angle, elbow to the inside thigh, press the pelvis forward, and circle this right arm up across the horizon. Get a long leg extension from the knife's edge of the foot through the fingertips. So feel the obliques, the intercostal muscles, stretching here, bottom hand to the ground or to the belly button. Choose to stay lifted, half bind, or full. As you come to that full bind, stay down deep in the hips, bend that front knee, lift the chest. One more breath here. Then with or without the bind, everyone turning, pivoting to the side. If you have the bind, you may bend that left knee a little bit. Straight out the right. If you don't have the bind, take the left hand down to the mat, about 8 to 10 inches in front of you. Shift the weight forward and reaching up for your straddle twist. Then releasing, hands to the inside arch of the feet. Folding forward. Again, maybe elbows wrap in. Feel yourself not just situating weight in the heels of the feet. Can you just trust yourself with the hands on the ground and tip forward just a little bit more? Feel supported by the ground beneath you as you work to protect yourself. And slowly, halfway lift as you release. Walk to the front of the mat. Lift the back shin, square the hips. Low lunge as you descend the right knee. Root to rise, coming up. Sitting the hips down, but keep them square, so don't pull the left hip forward too much. One more breath here. Exhale, releasing. Take both hands to the inside of the left foot. Walk the left foot up. Knees stacked over ankle. Options at 4. Palms on the ground, or maybe forearms with the toes curled under, or palms to the earth, forearms with the back toes curled under the heel. We're going to pull, don't just let the knee come out to the side. Pull everything in, lift from the pelvic floor. And gently release the back knee if it's not already down. Shift the hips back. Straighten out the front leg. Inhale, lifting chest. Exhale, half Hanuman. Then releasing, bend the front knee, slide the leg back, extend the tabletop here perhaps, or move through your Vinyasa, down dog, child's pose. Next, exhale, bend the knees, hop or step it lightly to the top. Take your feet about max distance apart. Bend the knees. You may just choose to stay here in your Malasana. You're just resting here. Or you're playing with our bird of paradise. Just take the right side first. So slowly just lift the hips. You may even straighten up the legs. Take this right hand behind. And let's take that bind. So the right hand comes between the legs. Left hand comes behind. Hands at the lock. Make sure you're not too close to the groin. You'll actually come closer toward the knee with the hands. Then shift the weight into the right leg. Bring the left leg a little closer. Then shift the weight to the left leg. And slowly, you bend that left knee generously to lift. And you may just play around here with balance. You may come up. This bird of paradise is your flower as you protect it. Lifting up. Make sure you keep the chest stacked over the hips. Only if you come up all the way, standing tall, then maybe the standing or extend the right leg, or you come to extend. And it may not. It may topple. It's all good. Play with it. Then release. We'll take other side. Left hand comes behind or between the thigh. Full bind first. Walk that right foot closer to the left. Then shift the weight into that right leg and begin to lift the left. Make sure you're not rounding the spine. You're going to lift up, even if you're a little wobbly. Maybe touch down to reassess, come back up. Not it. And slowly, everyone release. Strengthen the legs. Just fold forward. Then making a way to your seat. Coming to lie on your back, knees bent. Let's take knees in first to just help counter stretch the body. So walk the feet a little bit away from the body, about max distance, and let the knees slowly just traction inward. You want to have it almost touch, but not quite. Getting the internal rotation of the thighs to counter the external rotation that we've done. Lower back into the mat. Maybe take hands to heart, feeling protected. Protecting out what is sacred to you, which is most important. Then you can release, bring the feet closer toward the heel, or the heels closer toward the sit bones. Arms at side, lower back into the mat. Take one back bend, so your choice of bridge or wheel, where you want to move. Inhale, press into heels, lift lower, mid, upper back. You're taking that wheel, hands frame the head, fingertips toward the shoulders, press down to lift the chest. Everyone pressing knees away from the feet, closer toward the head, lift your thighs. Inner thighs coming together. One more breath. Exhale, releasing down, upper, mid, lower back. Bring knees to chest. Rocking gently side to side. Maybe take happy baby. Reach for the outside edge of the feet. And then release the feet, knees to chest, arms to the side. Roll knees to the left, gaze to the right as arms come out to the side. Forward recline, final twist. Trying to keep knees in line with the hips. Back through center. Other side. Through the center. Take legs to extend, arms at side, palms face up for your Shavasana. Allow yourself to melt into the mat, feeling supported, protected. both palms of into the sacred small space where the most valuable possessions lie. Seeing that they're not material things, in your relationships with people, your autonomy, your control of your emotions, your reactions. Using this time as a reset to assess what is most important to you. Relinquishing control over things you have no power over. Protect those things that you do. Bring arms overhead, one final full body stretch. Then knees to chest, roll to one side. Feeling supported, protected by the earth beneath you, rise to a comfortable seat. I want to seal our practice. Chanting Dvijasana. Deliver us. Three names, three syllables. Hare, Krishna, Rama, Hare being divine feminine, this giver of divine grace. Krishna, divine master. And Rama being the giver of divine pleasure. With me, or just absorb the sacred sounds and chant one round of this Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Hope you have a wonderful, safe day and week. Namaste. I'm here every Thursday. Donations.